Welcome to the Stratford Rotary Complex here in Stratford, Ontario, and home of the 2014 Canadian Dairy Expo. We're standing here at entrance 1, and today is all about a backstage tour of CDX 2014 coming up. I'm Jordan Underhill, the General Manager and Founder of the Canadian Dairy Expo, and we're standing here at entrance 1, where when you enter the show, there'll be a large 40-foot screen here. This screen has been to Vegas, it's been to Super Bowl, and now we're going to have it here at the Canadian Dairy Expo, showing a Dairy Pride video that the Canadian Dairy Expo team put together to recognize Canadian dairy producers. Welcome to Entrance 1 and Hall 1. We're standing inside the main lobby of Entrance 1 to the CDX. So in here you'll be introduced to the 10 proud founding partners of the Canadian Dairy Expo. We'll also again be doing our Dairy Farm Family photo shoot here in the main lobby. And then of course right behind me is entrance to Hall 1. And then just over to your left is the Dairy Community Meeting Room. Hall 1 showcases milking equipment and some manure technology equipment. In the back corner here of the hall, again, we'll have the homegrown, the 4-H homegrown kitchen. But in this corner, basically, you have a decision to make. You either go through these doors to the new hay and forage hall and the TMR Superstore, or you go through these doors, as last year, into the Cow Coliseum. So basically, it's decision-making time at this portion, but both great options. This will be the entrance to the Brightspan Cow Coliseum, definitely the most popular building on site at the 2013 Canadian Dairy Expo. It was packed. The building has actually expanded for 2014. It'll now be 350 feet instead of 300. Action-packed live demonstrations going on in there. There'll be ultrasound demos, rumination collar demonstrations. There'll be live dairy daughter displays. We have 5 robots side by side for the first time in the world, including the new Thai-style robot out of Quebec, hospitality area, European hospitality area, lots of interacting and networking happening in the Cow Coliseum. Because of the length of it, we're actually going to have 3 connecting tunnels. One will be into Hall 1, one will be Hall 2 at the far end, and then in the middle there'll be a new tent that connects into the arena, which is the hay and forage hall. We're standing here in the lower lobby. There's a lower lobby, and then there's also an upper lobby, and then of course the upper Hall 4. So these 2 lobbies in the upper Hall 4 will house quite a few exhibitors, so make sure that you get in here to check out the new technologies and innovations from these exhibitors. They also nicely overlook both the TMR Superstore and the hay and forage hall. This hall is going to be very focused with hay and forage equipment, so everything from mowers to balers to rakes to tedders to forage boxes. You'll see it all here in the hay and forage hall. There's a tunnel tent, a connecting tunnel tent to the Cow Coliseum over on the far side, so to come to and from the Cow Coliseum, and then of course through the middle here, through the Ag More Than Ever Lounge, and over into the TMR Superstore. We're standing above the TMR Superstore here. Inside the TMR Superstore, you'll have 14 or 15 different brands of TMR mixers, all under the same roof, in the same hall. Producers can compare features and benefits. It's just such an important piece of equipment on the dairy these days. So very unique one-stop shopping for TMR mixers. As you come in entrance 2, you basically have an option. You can choose to either go into Hall 3 through these doors or Hall 2 through these doors. So you can decide which hall you want to tackle first. So in behind me here you'll see Hall 2, our biggest hall of the Canadian Dairy Expo, housing everything from feed to pharmaceutical to genetic companies. Entrance is the same as 2013 in the far corner out of the Cow Coliseum. That's where you'll enter into Hall 2. Over in this corner here, we've actually added a multi-level cafe, something you'd see at a lot of the higher end trade shows in Europe. So we've added that. And then of course in this corner here is where you'll enter into Hall 3. Welcome to Hall 3, and as you can see, Hall 3 functions as a very busy farmers market here during the year. For CDX 2014, everything will be cleared out. There'll be trade exhibitors in here. We've added food to this hall for 2014, so you'll see that feed, pharmaceutical, genetic, etc. extended from the adjacent Hall 2. Thank you for taking the backstage tour of the 2014 Canadian Dairy Expo. We've worked hard to not only build a bigger event, but a better event in terms of how it functions. We've drove the value proposition for the attending Canadian dairy producer and their family, so we'll welcome you here in February. And I just wanted to say a big thank you to our exhibitors and sponsors that have helped us build this special project. We'll see you in February.